Fight 12 rounds for the North American Heavyweight Championship against the challenger Ken Norton, the ex-Marine from San Diego, California. And as I said, it is scheduled for 12 rounds. They are calling it a tune-up for the former champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Introducing in the white corner, the former Marine, the #1, make that the #7 contender in the world, from San Diego, California, with a record of 31-1 and 24 KOs, weighing in at 210 pounds. Here is Kenny Norton. Kenny Norton.
And I'm sure that this very muscular 210-pounder is looking to perhaps put himself up from #7, perhaps up to #1 by defeating the former heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali. Let's go to his introduction.
The former world heavyweight champion, his record 41-1 with 31 KOs, weighing in at 221 pounds, the people's choice, Muhammad Ali.
Well, the former heavyweight champion of the world, very relaxed, bouncing, talking to his head trainer, Angelo Dundee, looking in the direction of our own Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, who had just helped him out of that beautiful-looking robe he had, Ferdy.
That robe was given by Elvis Presley in our last fight in Las Vegas. It cost around $3,000, and it was Ali's pride and joy. On the back, it said, People's Choice in rhinestone and jewels, and he loved it.
The referee is Frank Rustage. He is giving the fighters their final instructions. It is set for 12 rounds. The judges, Al Ricketts and Fred Hayes, and they will be wearing, according to California law, 10-ounce gloves, not the standard 8-ounce gloves normally used in heavyweight and all championship fights around the world. Okay, the seconds are out. Ken Norton on the left, the former champion Muhammad Ali on the right. From the San Diego Sports Arena, the bell for round 1, and Ali coming out fast and missing with a left. And standing flat-footed and ready to go to work to prove to the world that the former champion is well on his way, Ferdy, to once again retaining and getting back that title he lost to Joe Frazier.
Ken Norton was a 5-1 underdog in this fight. Ali had not taken him very seriously, had trained, I would say, in an intermediate fashion. He'd been out in the parking lot talking to people 5 hours before this fight, and he was very relaxed. Ken Norton, as you can see, has a very strange, almost crab-like style. It defies description, and it's very difficult to solve. His stance is very wide. He keeps one hand down. It's a very strange, jinking kind of rhythm to his style.
Well, as you said, Ferdy, the former champion Ali, a solid 5-1 favorite in this thing, and Norton, a relatively unknown, perhaps best known for the 5 years he spent as a sparring partner to Joe Frazier. But Ali, of course, very contrasting styles between the ex-champion and Joe Frazier.
At this stage of the fight, we see Ali is trying to out-jab Norton. He can't get his time. He keeps talking to him and taunting him. Norton grimly determined, well-trained by Eddie Futch, Bob Byron, his manager, looking on. They're sure they can defeat Ali. They're sure they can bring about the upset and get a title shot with George Foreman. Ali keeps talking and throwing out a jab that's not landing.
One thing, Ferdy, you notice about Norton here, he seems to be sort of leaning over, and see him feigning his head and putting it down to the right, trying to, I guess, stay out of the way of that most effective jab that perhaps one of the best there ever was in the history of boxing, coming from the left hand of Muhammad Ali.
What's confusing Ali right now, he's used to his jab landing real hard. He's got a very fast jab, great right hand to follow the jab, probably one of the finest jabbers in the business, maybe of all time. Muhammad Ali's used that jab to tear people apart, and right now he's not landing. As Ken Norton is sliding over to the side, using a lot of motion of the head, it's very, very hard to solve.
I'm looking at the right foot of, as you see right there, of Norton. He's just feet very, very far apart, and sort of almost his right leg at a 90-degree angle to his left.
And he moves in a strange fashion. He drags it behind him like Quasimodo. He's a very strange kind of motion on his part.
Good scoring here is Norton backs Ali up into the ropes, and Ali comes back, and with the heavier of the two, pushes him almost clear across the ring, and now he's got Norton pushed up against the ropes.
Norton showing no respect whatsoever for Ali at this point. Norton's come out. He wants to take this first round. He wants to show Ali that he's in with a real fighter.
Well, I think he's done that as we move now under 10 seconds in round 1, and it's coming to you from the San Diego Sports Arena. That's about it. The action, round 1, Ali against Norton. The action for round 2. It's Set for 12. Round one. Ken Norton coming out. That's him in the dark trunks. Going after the former champion. Letting him know, as you said, Ferdy, that he is come to fight.
And Ali would like to end this early. He sees a very, very muscled up and really tough customer in front of him. He'd like to get out of here early. He threw at the very end of that round some meaningful lefts and rights, but it did not appear to phase Norton. Norton just took them and went calmly back to his corner. He's back out.
Oh, good left. Great left to the chin of Ali.
Great left. Caught him with his mouth up. Just when he was talking, he got hit just then. You keep talking, you're going to get hit while you're talking.
And he followed it up with a pretty good shot to the midsection. Ken Norton did. I think, as you said, his style continuing perhaps to mystify Ali a little bit. Another good left scored by Norton.
Right to the same point of the jaw. Another left hook. He seems to be understanding that he can get the hook in following the jab. There's two good jabs. Now that's hard. It's hard to do to out-jab Muhammad Ali. You've really got to be fast to out-jab Muhammad Ali.
And of course, every second and every minute that goes by for Ken Norton is going to give him more confidence against the ex-champion. And he doesn't at this point in round two seem awed at all by Muhammad Ali.
He just did something there that was incredible to me. He just jabbed twice to the stomach without any return from Ali. That leaves you wide open to jab to the stomach. Look how off balance Ken Norton is. And yet he seems to make it work for him. That whole off balance.
Two good jabs. One straight right through the glove. Another and a good right. Another good right. Followed with a left and another good right. Very aggressive and scoring many, many points here in combinations is Ken Norton. And Ali perhaps wondering maybe at this point early in the fight in round two that what have I got here? I've got my hands full.
Ali's position there is one. That's what he's trying to do. Throw that right hand. When you see Ali cock like that and stand still, he's looking to throw a right hand lead, and he just threw it there.
Well, lots of action here from the San Diego Sports Arena. It's scheduled for 12.
As you pointed out, Bob, the way he leans over negates the right. See the way he's leaning over, then you can't land a right hand. He just keeps leaning over away from it.
Plus the fact that when you're trying to land that left hand, that right hand, he's continually got that left in your face, and he's got a tremendous reach, as you can see. Ken Norton does. A little shorter than Ali, but in reach perhaps is effective.
Good right hand.
And a good left by Ali. Another good left by Ali. Puts the fans out of their seats at San Diego.
This is heating up. A good exchange of right hands. Ali looking to counter his left jab with a right hand over.
Oh, and a great right by Norton to the jaw of the ex-champion Muhammad Ali.
He's got him back in his corner. An uppercut between the raised glove. Ali talking to him. Put his hand behind his head, which is illegal. Talking to him.
What was it about?
A lot of concern about his jaw. It was hurting him. He could move it with his tongue. There's a possibility of a fracture. And now we look at the punch that might have done it. There's a right hand, hits Ali right in mid-adjective. Ali driven back into the ropes as Norton follows up his advantage with a tremendous left hook to the kidneys. Now, at this point, we were having